Alright, what it is, people, it's your boy Yu-Gi-Oh! We are back with another deck profile. And this time we have a first place Draco Tail, a regional deck profile from the Irapuato regional. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the videos. But let's get into the deck profile. So for this deck profile, we have a 40 card main deck count with the 3 starting cards. Draco Tail YUGIOH. If this card is no more special summon, you can add 1 Draco Tail monster from your deck to your hand, except Draco Tail YUGIOH. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a fusion summon, you can set 1 Draco Tail spell/trap from your deck. You can only use each effect once per turn. So basically, this card right here is really basically almost a starter, as you would say. You just add a Draco Tail monster from your hand and then get your plays going, sent to the graveyard. You can set a card, basically, follow up too. 3 Draco Tail Femina. During the main phase quick effect, you can discard this card, fusion summon 1 dragon or spellcaster fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a fusion summon, you can set 1 Draco Tail spell/trap from your deck. So basically another starter, and as well as follow up as setting up a spell or trap card. So basically this gets your plays going, and it's basically a starter and gets you able to combo off and start with your Draco Tail spells and traps as well on the follow up. And then we have 3 Draco Tail Juhu. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a fusion summon, you can set 1 Draco Tail spell/trap from your deck. Then you can destroy 1 spell/trap on the field. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 spellcaster Draco Tail monster in your graveyard, place it on the bottom of the deck, and if you do, add that monster to your hand. You can only use each effect once per turn, so play 3 of these. Then we play 2 Draco Tail Pan. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a fusion summon, you can set 1 Draco Tail spell/trap from your deck. Then you can destroy 1 monster on the field. If a face-up fusion monster you control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can place this card in the bottom of your deck, and if you do, special summon 1 non-fusion Draco Tail monster from your graveyard. You can only use each effect once per turn. Then we have 3 Draco Tail Mululu. During the main phase quick effect, you can fusion summon 1 Draco Tail fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except fusion monsters. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a fusion summon, you can set 1 Draco Tail spell/trap from your deck. Then you can negate the effects of 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. So basically, all of these cards allows you to somewhat either add or fusion summon, and on the follow-up, you could set a card and basically just, it's basically 2-for-1s, in reality, which is pretty good. Basically snowball effects. Then we play 1 K9 Lupus, an XC monster that has this card as a material gains this effect. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. You can only use each of the following effects of K9 Lupus once per turn. During the main phase, if your opponent has activated a monster effect in the hand or graveyard this turn, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard but banish it when it leaves the field. During your opponent's turn, you can quick effect immediately after this effect resolved, XC summon using this card you control. Then we play 3 K9 17 Azuna. If your opponent has 2 or more cards in their hand, you can normal summon this card without tributing. You can also use each of the following effects once per turn. During the main phase, if your opponent has activated a monster effect in the hand or graveyard, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is no more special summon, you can send 1 K9 card from your deck to the graveyard. So pretty good effect. Basically a starter, and if you get hand trap, basically another body that's on the field. So we play just a small K9 package, which is pretty good. 3 Charming Follows for draw power going second, and basically 3 Charming Perillia to slow your opponent down on basically their turn whenever they're going first. 3 Ash Blossom Joy Spring, the most generic hand trap in the game. 2 Ghost Bell Haunted Mansion. A lot of people hasn't really spoken too highly of Ghost Bell, but as I'm starting to see, a lot of decks are playing it, which is pretty good. But it'll basically catch the opponent off guard. 2 Nibiru the Primal Being. 3 Juhu Draco Tail. 3 K2 Draco Tail. Add 1 Draco Tail monster from your deck to your hand. Then if your opponent controls a monster, you can fusion summon 1 dragon or spellcaster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field. You can only activate 1 K2 Draco Tail once per turn. Then we play 3 Rahu Draco Tail. Fusion summon 1 Draco Tail monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand, deck, or field. Also, for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except fusion monsters. You can only activate 1 Rahu Draco Tail per turn. We play 1 Pot of Prosperity. 1 Draco Tail Horn. Target 1 attack position monster on the field, return it to the hand/extra deck, then you can place one Draco Tail card from your graveyard banishment on the bottom of the deck, then draw one card. So that this card right here is ashable. And target Draco Tail Flame, target one face-up spell on the field, negates its effects until the end of this turn. Then you can place one Draco Tail card from your graveyard banishment on the bottom of the deck and draw one card. You can only activate one Draco Tail Flame per turn. Then for the extra deck, we play 3 Draco Tail Arthur Lion. If this card is fusion summoned, you can target monsters on the field and the graveyard up to the number of monsters used as material from the hand. Return them to the hand. If 2 or more monsters are sent to the graveyard at the same time while this card is in your graveyard, except during damage step, you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use each effect once returned. So play 3 of these. This is basically the boss monster of the deck. Then we play 2 Draco Tail Gulamel. When you activate a Draco Tail card or effect, quick effect, you can target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. If 2 more monsters are sent to the graveyard at the same time while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use each effect once per turn. Then you play 1 Secretarian Dragon. This card loses 100 attack for each of your banished cards. While you control this fusion summon card, your opponent can activate the effects of special summon dragon or spellcaster monster they control. You can target 1 dragon and spellcaster monster in your graveyard, special summon 1, and if you do, place at the bottom of the deck. You can only use each effect once per turn. Then we have 1 Mysterian Dragon, 1 Heretic Seals, 1 Cross Sheep, 1 Spirit of the Blue, Spirit with Eyes of Blue, 1 SP Little Knight, 1 Divine Arsenal a Zeus God Thunder, 1 Super Sauce Led Typhon, 1 Valen the Super Side Sky Blaster, 1 K917 Ripper. Then for the side deck, we play 3 Artifact Lancier, so they'll basically respect the Malice, 3 Retaliating Sea, 3 Drolan Lockbird, 1 Triple Tactics Thrust, 1 there can only be 1, 2 Evenly Matched, and 2 Dimensional Barrier. So that is it for the first place Draco Tail deck profile. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to Paulo Fernandez for the first place, and congratulations to him. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the videos. It's your boy Irapuato Wcq. We out.